What's up, YouTube? It's Chris from Universe X. Just today wanted to put out another video about the green from actually both the starter deck as well as the new starter deck with BROLY hype and the green from the next set. So I am going to put on the yellow from the starter deck because there are some yellow cards when the yellow from the set gets pushed out, and that may be a little bit from now, but it's kind of like a little small, makes the video run a little longer and not enough to make its own video. So that being said, let's get right into it. For anybody that's new to the channel, I would love it and appreciate it if you could like, comment, subscribe, and a couple things before we get into this. I'm going to have the cards on the other side of the screen and the link to these cards down below. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. First card we're going to actually talk about is the leader card, just BROLY. Now first and foremost, for anybody that hasn't noticed already, should have, I believe, but for anybody that hasn't paid attention to that little detail, all these cards have BR at the end of it for their things. It's Goku BR, Vegeta BR, and BR doesn't stand for Brazilian for all you WoW fans and League people, but it just stands for BROLY. So BR, BROLY. This character, activate main, choose up to one green freezes army card with an energy cost of 1 from your deck and add it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck and negate this skill for the duration of the game. Awaken, when your life is at 4 or less, you may draw 1 card and then untap up to 1 energy. Switch it to active mode and flip this card over. Moving on to the back, BROLY Evil Unleashed. Permanent. If there are 2 or more battle cards in play in your battle area, you cannot play battle cards. So a limit of 2 battle cards on your side of the field. Auto Sparking 7. When this card attacks, draw cards until you have 6 in hand. Activate main once per turn, choose one of your battle cards and one of your opponent's battle cards and KO the chosen cards. Okay, so a couple things here. 1, the front side allows you to search one single 1-drop. And that's kind of crazy, but when you see the rest of these cards, not only will you see how crucial it is to the deck, but at the same time you're going to see that this deck doesn't intend to stay unawakened for long. So you may only use this effect once, but then be awakened possibly by the next turn. So it is kind of, it works in with the theme even if it seems underwhelming on the front. The second one, the flip side, it speaks about how you can only have 2 battle cards in the field, and while that does also seem alarming, when you see the kind of other cards this deck tends to play, it's very interesting the theme they were trying to go for. Then its Sparking 7 ability is actually kind of hilarious because when you combo, what do? You put cards in the graveyard. This effect allows you to go balls to the walls and then just replenish your hand. So you're constantly going to be just going in, especially if you swing with one of your other cards first, combo on it, then swing with BROLY. You're constantly just going to be trying to drop your hand, refill your hand. So we're going to move on to the next card. BROLY the Ravager. 7-drop, 3 green, critical, and he starts at 30k. Activate battle once per turn, burst 3 to help you get this sparking effect off. Your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and places it in their drop area. And actually, I apologize, I skipped over the last part of BROLY and the leader card. Let me just go back up to it real quick. The leader card does allow you to KO one of your cards, to KO one of your opponent's cards, freeing up your board for more plays if they don't attack or kill your battle cards. But also, you'll see how that works out later in this archetype. But back over to BROLY the Ravager. So he's a big beefy dude, critical, and once per turn you can mill 3 to have your opponent drop 1 card to their graveyard. Unless your opponent's already low on cards, that last part is underwhelming, and the first part is kind of underwhelming until you see some of the rest of the archetype and see just how early BROLY the Ravager can hit the field. Now, that being said, if you're putting this much pressure on somebody at the beginning of the game, there is a chance that that 1 card actually will hurt. But moving forward, BROLY Rushing Forth. Critical. He's a 4-drop, 2 green, 2 colors, critical, and auto. When this card is removed from the battlefield by a skill or KO'd, you may choose 2 cards from your hand and place them into your drop area. If you do, choose up to 1 green BROLY BR card with an energy cost of 7 from your hand and play it. So you already see right here. You already see this guy can swing for critical. Okay? KO him with your leader, the flip side of the leader. And you can drop 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard to play BROLY from your hand, the SR, or I guess the starter rare, and that means you're going down 3 cards from your hand, putting you down at whatever you're at, making BROLY's drop to 6 more effective. Meanwhile, you're going to swing with another critical strike and make your opponent drop a card from hand. So just these 2 cards right there, you can see that you can burst 3 with the SR, you can burst, or you can discard 2 with this card and KO this. That is 6 cards right there. Just playing this card into the starter deck rare is 6 cards engraved without anything else, and you've lost 3 cards from hand. So you see they really do play tightly with each other. Defending Father Paragus. This card will receive a lot of talk because it's a great effect and it's generic for green, and green's one of those colors where it's just significantly needed other cards or other colors to help it out, unless you were playing with androids, in which case it's pretty self-sustaining. But auto, when you combo with this card, if your leader card is green and your life is at 4 or less, draw 2 cards, then choose 1 card from your hand and send it to your warp. This card will make waves later, if not now. It's a very, 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 very good card, and it's just more advantage. You see more cards, but I can't help but to think down the line there's going to be some sort of support that pulls from the warp, and you can selectively warp cards to bring them back. It's going to be great. Chilai, Frieza Force Soldier, 1-drop, auto. When you play this card, draw 1 card, then activate main, green 1. Choose up to 1 green Frieza's Army card with an energy cost of 2 or less from your deck and play it, then shuffle your deck. A 1 card that on curve allows you to play a 2-drop from deck. Next, Limo, Frieza Force Soldier. Activate main. It's a 2-drop, so it can be searched to Chile, but activate main once per turn. Choose 1 card from your hand and place into your drop area. Choose up to 1 Chile BR with a card with an energy cost of 2 or less from your deck and play it, then shuffle your deck. So these cards can get each other. These cards, while on the field, can essentially pay the cost of the other card to bring them out. And that's kind of cute. So that is actually the end of the green cards for the starter deck, but now we start to go over to the ones from set 6. The first one is going to be BROLY Berserker Origins. It is a 4-drop. Activate battle once per turn. Choose 1 card from your hand and place it into the drop area. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with energy less, or 3 or less, and KO it. So it's removal, but it's low removal. Auto, when this card is removed from the battle area by a skill or KO'd, if your leader card is a green Frieza's Army card, you can choose up to 2 cards in your hand, or choose 2 cards in your hand, and place them into your drop area. If you do, choose up to 1 green BROLY BR card with an energy cost of 6 from your hand and play it. This is already nodding at the SR. You can already know what cost is going to be with just an effect like this. But you can see that even though you have only 2 battle cards in the field, these cards are meant to cheat out each other. I kind of wish it was a 7-drop, and this SR for this one was going to be a 7-drop, because that would make it a lot easier for the starter deck and the pack stuff to coexist. But if you're maxing out at 4 and 4, you know you're going to get stuff out. Next, BROLY Unrealized Ambition. Auto, he's a 1-drop, so you can kind of tell he's your starter on this one. Auto, when you play this card from your hand, if your leader card is green Frieza's Army, you can choose you choose 2 cards from your life and add them to your hand. This is a 1-drop that just takes 2 life and adds it to your hand. This is insane. It's a card like this that's gonna awaken you on turn 2. Like, you can just open up 2 of them and know that no matter what, you're going to awaken on turn 2. So like I said, it's not really that rough that your leader can only use the effect once on his front side. 4 of these in your deck, you only need to open up with 1 in order to play him, get 2 cards from life. And if you see another BROLY, then you just search another 1-drop that you may need. If you don't see another BROLY, you activate your leader's effect, get the other BROLY, and then play it. And that way you'll be able to just awaken for certain on turn 2. Pretty crazy. He has another auto though. When this card is removed from battle or the battle area by a skill or KO'd, if your leader card is a green freezes army card, choose 1 or 2 cards from your life and add them to your hand. Then choose up to 1 green BROLY card with energy cost of 4 from your hand and play it. So he cheats out either 4-drop. This is insane. Dude can come into play, take 2 life, and if there's any way you kill him by a skill or KO'd, you can then take 2 more life, cheat out a 4-drop BROLY, awaken, pop him and an opponent's card, and cheat out a... This is... I cannot stress this hard enough. Like, you'll see some other cards and then we'll talk about some of the combos. Moving forward to the next one, Paragus, Deadly Premonition. 1-drop, auto. When you play this card from your hand, look up to the top 5 cards of your deck and choose up to 1 BROLY BR card amongst them added to your hand, shuffle your deck. Auto, when this card is removed from your battle area by a skill, and if your leader is a green freezes army card, choose up to 1 of your green energy and switch to active mode. Little fodder that can, you can blow up him, blow up your opponent's card, untap energy. Cute. Ties that bind buds, Broly's jacket, or his little waist, hoodie thing. We all used to do in elementary school. Tie your hoodie around your waist. Look, activate main. Place this card in its owner's drop area. Choose up to 1 BROLY BR card with energy cost of 1 in your drop area and play it. They really just want this to work. You could not see your second 1-drop BROLY. They could all be in life and you just happen to dodge them except for the one you drew. And if you can just combo with this one, then you're going to be able to play Ties that bind Ba and bring him back. They want you to awaken on turn 2, maximum consistency. BROLY Control Mechanism. Place this card in its owner's drop area. It's a field card, by the way. I'm so sorry. It's a field card, and you can place it in its owner's drop area and activate main. Choose 1 BROLY BR card in your battle area, place it into its owner's drop area, and draw a card. So, with this, you start getting so many combos. Turn 1, energy, 1-drop BROLY. Take 2 life. Turn 2, play your second energy. Play Control Mechanism. Control Mechanism pops your BROLY, you draw a card. That BROLY then takes 2 more life, and you cheat in the 4-drop. You awaken, untap the energy used for the field card, activate its ability, pop their 1-drop if they played one, pop your BROLY. Actually, no, swing with it for crit. And this is actually the tricky part, because if your opponent has a 1-drop on board, you may not want to swing because they could just chump with it to make sure that you can't do that. Let me actually make sure that it says up to 1, or if it's actually just choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards and 1 of your... Okay, so it has to choose. And in that case, there are going to be situations where you don't want to swing first. So yeah, I was correct on the first time. Turn 1, play the 1-drop, take 2 life. Turn 2, second energy, play the field card. Pop the 1-drop. Take 2 more life. Draw a card. Awaken. Choose 1 leader, and you shoot in the 4-drop off that destruction. Awaken. Choose 1 of their cards, the little dork. Choose your 4-drop. Blow them both up. Cheat in the 7-drop starter decorator. He's a 30k critical now. He can swing, and on turn 2, and negates the only thing getting past that. They can dump multiple super combos without drawing if they have sparking somehow by that turn, but you're not getting around that. And so at this point, BROLY can start pecking at your life and just not giving a crap. And if they start running Champas too, 4 Champas with that many crit, they can start pressuring you with 40k crit very early in the game. And that becomes a very, very hard thing to deal with. The last card here is Wrathful Charge. Counterattack. If your leader card is green, negate the attack. Then you may choose 1 of your battle cards and place it in the drop area. If you do, your opponent then chooses 1 card from their hand and places it into the drop area. When this actually goes the way it does, there are even worse combos that you can do. You can negate an attack, tribute the 1-drop, and then take a life. So you go up a card, drop a 4-drop into play, start off your turn with a 30k crit and a 20k crit. Swing. If they have more than a couple, and they have to either sacrifice their entire board or allow you to blow up your BROLY to put another BROLY in. Or you don't swing and you just do it anyway. You destroy their one creature, you destroy your creature, you bring it out, creature, battle card, and you just keep going. So even with only 2 battle cards on the field at the same time at max, this deck allows you to just continue to roll. So that's actually that. I hope you guys liked this video. I'll be coming out with more content as soon as they post more things up. Maybe I'll go over those new kind of promo rares for the BROLY movie soon. But yeah, I hope you guys like this. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, press the notification button. Let me know if there's anything I can do better, because I'm always up to take new advice. Hope the new camera doesn't look whack. I'm just trying to kind of upgrade the setup. And you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching.